Think about the worst thing that's ever happened to you. I'll give you a moment. Okay, I think that should be enough time. So I'll tell you a bit about one of my bad moments, not my worst moment. So I remember it was, I think before quarantine happened, I think I was in sixth grade. And I'm a bit chubby back then, I haven't exercised, I don't exercise, play video games, eat whatever my mom makes, going out to eat all day. And my uncle comes to visit. I'm not gonna mention his name, but my uncle comes to visit. We're having family, the African tradition. You greet the African way, you get down. And my uncle comes up to me and says, "Oh, Tony, you're getting fat. Aren't you? You don't do sports or anything?" And it kind of hurts a little bit, but it's not. It doesn't hurt me that bad. But then he keeps on saying it over and over and over again. He's like, "Oh, you don't exercise. You need to tell your mom and dad to put you on some sports teams. You're getting fat. Look at you. You're getting fat." And keep in mind, I wasn't fat. Like I was like skinny fat. And that kind of hurt me, and I went to sleep that night thinking, "Dang, that hurt, bro. I don't want nobody to be saying that about me no more." So from that day on, I made a commitment to myself. Everyone knows how the teenager, body arc starts. You going up in the middle of the night doing them ab workouts, doing the crazy ab circuit. And I went to, remember, for my Christmas, it was like a couple months before Christmas. I went to Target. I got some 8-pound dumbbells because those were the cheapest one I could find. So I got some dumbbells. I started doing the ab workouts, searching how to do workouts with one arm. So it was only one dumbbell. That's all we could afford with my Christmas money. So I got the one dumbbell. I started using it, doing the one arm ab circuits. I'll be like tired because I remember one of these videos by Simone Panda, this buff guy, and he used to be doing them. And I'll be like, I had to pause the video in between because I was like, yo, I'm tired, I'm gassed out. So I had to pause the video and keep going over and over. And eventually we come up today, got some gains. So, and I'm grateful for that moment. Now, whatever your ungrateful moment was, think about that. Think about it right now, and you probably have some pain to it. You can remember some past memories. If it hasn't progressed forward, if it's happened recently, and you think about it, and you learn how can you adapt to that situation? Because the thing about it is, most people are ungrateful for a situation. And I heard this quote from someone who says, "There's a 100% chance that something bad is going to happen to your life." Think about that. There's a 100% chance that you're gonna die, someone you love is gonna die, someone you know is gonna die. Something terrible will happen. And the fact that today it has not happened, hopefully, and I'm sorry if it did happen today, but the fact that it has not happened yet, something distraught hasn't happened to your life, you should be grateful. Because everyone thinks, "Oh, I wish that person was there when I was there and around them. I spent more time with them." And you think about it, but you weren't really spending time with them. You should really cherish those moments because you never know when that can happen to you. You always have those times where you're leaving or you're avoiding family members, all sort of stuff. And think about it. What if this is their last day? You might never know. So you gotta be grateful to God for the life you have onto you. And because people are so ungrateful these days. Oh, food, this. I also remember I did a 3-day fast, no food, no water, because someone challenged me. I forgot it was my brother or sister. They're like, "Oh, if you don't have water for 3 days, you die." I'll say, "Bet." I wasn't trying to die, but I was just trying to prove the point. And bro, after that 3rd day, I was so grateful for food. I'll never forget this to this day. I still remember that feeling. The headache pounding, the sleep aches. I couldn't sleep at night. It was terrible. And that cold sip of water, it was the best feeling I can still remember that to this day. And that makes me put a smile on my face. So having these trials and tribulations or these bad moments in your life help with inflection points so you can have those high moments and remember, think back at that time. Do it. So I'll give you an actionable step. I don't want you to, this is not, medical advice. But if you want to really feel some discipline and some pain and ungrateful moments, if anything bad hasn't happened to you in the recent days, I want you to either do one of these things. You can try to sleep tonight without a pillow, try to sleep without a blanket, try to sleep on the floor, only drink water, only you can either drink or eat for the day. So you have to choose in between one of those things and try that for a day. And when that time comes for you to drink water or whatever to overcome the challenge, you'll be so grateful for that moment. You can remember it and reminisce on that moment. Also, spend time with your family because family is more important. I know it's so cliche, but you don't know how much time they have left. You don't know what's happening. So we have to be grateful that something bad hasn't happened to you yet. Remember, work harder.